What's up, everyone? It's the Ghost from Ghost Corp YuGiOh here today, and today I'm here with
Andrew.
And what did you do today?
I got third place at my locals Burst of Destiny case tournament.
All right, and what did you play today?
I played Bird Up.
Oh, very good, very good. Before we get started, did you have anyone you wanted to shout out today?
Mike's pointing at himself, so I guess Mike will be the one. Moral support. Moral support, telling me I got 5th when I got 3rd, you know, always there for me.
All right. Well, before we get started, did you want to go ahead and go over some of the matches that you saw today?
So I played against 2 PK, or was it 3? Maybe 2, maybe 3. I played against Flawanderies. I can't remember the other ones. So,
they were all
played the mirror. Yeah, I played the mirror once, maybe twice.
All right. Well, let's just go ahead and get right into everything.
Okay. So for the Tri-Brigade cards, I actually play, I don't know if it's become standard, but I play 1 Karos, 2 Kit, 3 Fractal, and 3 Nerval. The Kit and the Karos you don't really want to see anymore. You want to see one of these 3 or 6 because they connect to the Lyrilusc side of the deck. Nerval is searchable off of all of the searching effects of the Lyrilusc cards, and Fractal helps you find the Lyrilusc pieces that you're missing. As far as Lyrilusc cards, we have 3 Barrel Canary, 3 Warbler, 3 Sparrow, 1 Wagtail, and 2 Sapphire Swallow. So basically opening Turquoise Warbler and any way to find this, whether it be Bird Call or dumping it with Fractal, is the full combo. But this basically will help you search any of the pieces you're missing. This searches typically Bird Call, it's the only one that I play, but I also in the side have one other searchable target. This allows you to special 2 from the hand, as long as you control a winged beast, and then this is typically your last play where you'll grab one from the graveyard to make typically Ensemble Robin. Sometimes if you're breaking boards and you've run out of stuff, you can grab a card, make a Ensemble Nightingale to make Zeus. But these cards help you play through a lot of hand traps, besides Droll. That's the only one. But it's very hard to, it gets around Imperm, Ash, all those things, so you're searching so many times.
Yeah.
And Cobalt Sparrow actually prevents the Xyz from being targeted. So that's really helpful against PK for the Fog Blade and all the other stuff. So we also play the Barrier Statue. So your typical end board will end on Utopic Future Dragon, Double Dragon Lord, a Karos, some Morglink, and then the Samorg will bring this out. And then you'll have an Oath in the graveyard, and that stops anything like Dark Ruler, Lightning Storm, any of those blowout cards evenly matched also. And then I play 4 monster hand traps, 3 Ash because it hits basically everything, and then the DD Crow because it's searchable. And then to finish out the hand traps, we have 3 Infinite Impermanence. I feel like hand traps are not as necessary. The Lyrilusc cards can play through boards pretty well. I also play Droplets, which is great at breaking boards. With Crossout Designator, like popping its head up in the format, the less hand traps I have, the better. And people are still playing Talents, so I want to avoid those kind of cards because I never think that they have them, and they do. And all of a sudden, I'm losing my monsters, drawing 2 cards.
Yeah.
It's too much. So for the spells, we have 3 Bird Call. It's probably the best Lyrilusc card in the deck. It allows you to either search or dump any Lyrilusc monster. So a lot of the times you'll use the Foolish to play around Droll. If you have Warbler in hand, you can send a Cobalt Sparrow to the graveyard, special the Cobalt out of the graveyard, get a search, and then if they Droll you at that point, you've at least gotten one more search than you would have originally. We play the 1 Tanky because it's at 1. We play Called by the Grave and 1 for 1. 1 for 1's good for getting Cobalt Sparrow out of the deck. It's pretty much the best target because Warbler needs to be special from hand to get its res effect. So yeah, that's typically for Cobalt Sparrow. You can also use it to get a Nerve Ball if you need to go into that side of the deck. And then, like I said, I play 3 Forbidden Droplets. The card's great. It breaks boards going second, and going first you can set it. It dodges Imperm, anything that targets. There's a lot. The card's extremely versatile. People can attack into your stuff thinking they'll kill it, and then you droplets it to cut the attack in half, and you'll keep stuff around. It's probably the best inclusion I've made in the deck. And then we have Oath, which is part of the combo, and IO because I had 39 cards, and IO should be banned at this point, but it's not. So now we'll go to the extra deck. So for the extra deck, we play 2 Recital Starling. Your main combo will go using both of these, and they're not once per turn, either of the effects. So with these, you can pump things up by 300 per material, and any battle damage you take involving these XC summoned, your opponent takes as well. So if your opponent makes DPE, has like a Bardiche on the field, and you can summon 2 of these, bump the Bardiche by 600, and then you attack both of them into the Bardiche. They'll take 7,000, you'll take 7,000, and they'll have lost because they took 2,000 from the Verte. Right. So that's one way to get around it. And you can make it so that these are not targetable by using Cobalt Sparrow. So if you have Warbler, and then you use Special Warbler, Special Cobalt Sparrow, search a Barrel Canary, make a Recital, pitch one for pump up the Bardiche, grab another Lyrilisk card with the effect, then you can Barrel Canary out the Cobalt Sparrow, and then you have 2 that can't be targeted, so Fogblade doesn't help. So as long as you've already dealt with their DPE, you can attack in, and that's game.
Yeah.
The other Lyrilisk XCs we have is Assembled Nightingale. Basically just serves to attack directly and make Zeus. It can also protect all your Lyrilisk cards from being destroyed. So if you're able to get this onto the field before they use their destruction effects, you can quick effect detach material, and then all your Lyrilisk cards are protected for the rest of the turn. And then we have 1 Ensemble Robin. This card is pretty good. You can get 4 materials on it, and that's 4 bounces on special summons. In the mirror, I had this with 3 materials on it, and he kept special summoning Cobalt Sparrow, and I kept bouncing it back to hand because I knew that all I needed to have happen was him get, when he tried to go into his XCs, I needed to double Dragon Lords it to bounce it, and I needed to make sure he couldn't make it untargetable, so I just kept bouncing the Cobalt Sparrow over and over. I think I bounced it 3 times that turn. And then we have the Utopic package. This card's really great. It can't be destroyed by battle or card effect, so they need some kind of non-destruction removal to get rid of it. And it also has a negate on it. And if they negate something on the field, they take control of it. And in my last game, we actually found out if you negate something on the field and your board is full, it will attempt to take it, and then because you have no space, it'll actually destroy the card by game mechanics, so it'll go to the graveyard.
Okay.
And then Zeus. Every XC's deck should be running Zeus. Zeus is a really strong card, helps you break through a lot, as long as you have enough materials. Yeah, as long as you have more materials than they have negates, you can just clear their board. The amount of times I've made this, cleared their whole board, and then normal summon Nerval with a full graveyard. It just gets you so much advantage.
Yeah.
So for the Tri-Brigade targets, we don't play that many anymore because we're not running Revolt, so we don't need Bear Broom. So we have the 1 Baron Blossom, 1 Rugal, and 2 Shireg. The reason there's 2 Shireg is because the combo uses 1 of them, so you need 1 for follow-up plays. This also is used in a combo, and then this obviously is used in a combo. I wish I could play more of these, but the Lyrilisk cards take up a lot of space in the extra deck. And there are other cards I'll show in a second here that help you get out of awkward hands.
Yeah.
So Al Mirage is one of those. This is basically if you open just a Tri-Brigade hand and you really can't do anything else. You have Nervals, kits in your hand, you just send to the graveyard, make those, get a Karos, pitch, and then you can at least end on some Morg or double Dragonlord as your main targets. Or if you really need to, you can make an Omen, link off the Karos and the Omen to make a Fairjeet, and then the Omen will search another card that you can special off the Fairjeet. And then the last card is Appaloosa. I don't know how long that's going to stay in the deck. I made it once today, and it was just to prevent Nibiru. It's not really part of the turn 1 board, so it's like a very meh card. But it's easy to make, and you can get rid of your barrier statue to make this, so that does come up.
Right.
And now we have the side deck. So I played 2 LYRILUSC Bird Strike today. I sided it in plenty of times, and I never saw it, and I was never able to search it. It's basically a conditional Dark Ruler.
Yeah.
They can respond to it, but like I said, it's searchable. So you can search it off of Wagtail. I'd actually like to up Wagtail to 2, but I only have 1 of them. So for now, I'm only stuck with 1.
Yeah.
We have 1 Lightning Storm because we only have 2 Bird Strike.
That's fair, yeah.
Harpy's Feather Duster, Pankratops. Isn't there one more one? And Dark Samorg are one-ofs in the extra deck, or side deck, sorry.
Yeah.
This is at 1 for obvious reasons. Same with Pankratops. These are both really good cards. Pankratops is really good at breaking boards. If they summon their DPE and defense, I believe you can still get over it with Pankratops, because it drops down to 22 and DP's defense is 21, I think. And then this is good against any back row deck. There's a lot of there's not much you can do if you go against your opponent and you set up a board and then they just set like Judgment Torrential or something like that. And the moment you summon, they destroy everything, and then you sit there looking at your empty board and they have 3 other back row. So I'll slide this in going against trap decks, and also it combos well with Anti-Spell Fragrance, which I play 3 of. So if you manage to draw this and then summon this, they can't even set their spells. So for a lot of decks, they'll just end up passing, and then you can just attack the game.
So it basically becomes a interesting version of IO then.
Yeah, for the most part. And then I play 3 Nibiru. Nibiru is pretty good against a lot of rogue strategies. It's good against some of the meta strategies as well. It prevents getting to the Utopic Future in this deck, which is probably it's okay. It's not great, but it serves a purpose at least.
Yeah.
And then 3 Twin Twister, because I need some kind of back row removal, something for mine. And I think the quick plays are better because I think it's optimal to with the amount of continuous trap cards that are in the game, that are these floodgates that are going around, you want to be able to chain these to them to stop your opponent from locking you out of whatever they're trying to lock you out of. It was great to chain to Schism and things like that. So, yeah, that's it.
Alrighty. Well, was there anything else that you might change before we go ahead and end the video?
Besides the Wagtail, not really. I've felt pretty good about the main deck for a while. I haven't put a lot of change into it since I added the LYRILUSC cards. The side deck can always change. There's always better cards out there. There's Token Collector. Because I've struggled with the Sword Soul matchup, which I did not play today. So there's always hand traps that could be curated for the metagame, but that's about it.
All right. Well, thank you for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and smash that like button, considering that subscribe button, and tap that notification bell so you never miss a new video. And if you want to purchase any of the cards shown in today's video or any other video, just use that TCG player link in the description. Costs you nothing and supports us and gets us the ability to give you very high quality content and giveaways whenever we can. Again, this has been the Ghost from Ghost Corp YuGiOh coming at you with our 3rd place Bird Up deck profile. Thank you for watching.